So I had the chance to talk to one of my friends yesterday. It's her birthday. She is this badass lady who suffers from multiple conditions and just has so much that she has to deal with in her day to day life, and she is awesome. Um, but she reminded me of the fact that it can be really hard to remember how awesome you are, and it can be really hard not to be jealous of your friends, and it can be really hard not to wake up every day in pain and feel satisfied and happy and fulfilled instead of angry and frustrated and this sense of kind of like unfair or why me. And I've definitely been there, and there are days or moments that I still feel that, but on the whole, I've come to this realization. The the best comparison I can think of, probably because my roommates and I have been obsessively watching trashy cooking shows on Netflix, is flavor. If you eat a dessert and the only flavor in there is sweet, it's probably going to be good, but is it really going to be amazing? I don't think so. But if you bite into a dessert that's sweet and savory, or sweet and salty, or it has a little bit of that opposite to season it or balance it, there you go. Then you have magic. And as weird as it may sound, that's us. Like, I'm not saying that people who aren't sick are plain vanilla humans who can't experience joy, because that's absolutely not true. But because every day we have pain and suffering and everything, so many things, emotional and physical, tangible and intangible, that affect our life because of our conditions, it's hard not to be overwhelmed by that, and not to drown in that. But on the flip side, because we suffer and because we have this pain, we can experience joy and happiness and love in a way that nobody else can, because we appreciate it. We appreciate it. I appreciate any time that I can move my hip without insane pain, any time that I can go out for a drink with friends, and to them it's just another night out on the town, but to me, being able to sit there with a drink in my hand and chat and just be me, God, that I savor that. I savor it and I cherish it, and it means so much every time. And so I know for the rest of my life, any positive experience I have, I'm going to feel so deeply. And God, that's amazing if you think about that. I'm going to appreciate things that I probably would have never stopped to think twice about. And even beyond that, even beyond my own personal satisfaction and enjoyment, if you suffer, you learn empathy. You have empathy because you look at another person and you realize that you don't know their suffering. You don't know privately what they have to deal with. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know them. You don't know who they are. It doesn't matter what their skin color is, or where they were born, or whether they're Republican or Democrat, or, any of those things. Those are just labels. But who they are is a person, and who you are is a person. And because you suffer, you have compassion, you're more open and willing, and sometimes it's the opposite, because you want to kind of turtle up and I know that's not a saying, but now it's going to be, you're going to turtle up and bottle everything inside and just kind of put this hardened shell down so that you're not vulnerable and people can't see you being weak when you're already physically weaker. But anytime you get that instinct, please fight it and open yourself up and reach out to whomever you need to reach out to, because that's what's going to heal you. That's what's going to help you, is getting your power back and recognizing your own voice and the impact it has on others, and realizing that now you're going to meet people and experience things you never would have otherwise. So you're living an incredible life.